Hi Shefali, welcome to Asianet Newsable.
Hi,
First of
Divya.
all, congratulations on Jalsa. You and Vidya have done an absolute stellar job with that movie, the
Thank you.
story, everything about it. So, to begin the interview, let's just talk about Jalsa. How is it working on the script? What is that one thing that that gave you an idea that you have to be going with this movie?
It's very difficult to pinpoint that one thing. I was recently asked what were you thinking? What was your thought process when you got offered Jalsa? And I said it wasn't a thought process, it was a feeling. And it was a
Mhm.
gut feeling. That story did something to me inside. And I just had to say yes. It was as simple as that, really. There was no calculation, there was no thought process, there was no planning, there was nothing. I just loved the story, loved the part, and I loved Sulu. And I've been wanting to work with Suresh Trivedi. So it was like I just had to do it. And the more I interacted with Suresh, the more I realized how intricate and what a genius of a man he is. How nuanced and how in depth he knows the human mind, and he's curious to find out even more. And then of course Vidya joined it. And then there's Rohini Hatanich, and there's Surya, and there's just such a rich cast and crew. It was like a full package.
Mhm. Given the cast, I was going to come to that question. It's a great ensemble. So, what were the takeaways when you worked with all these actors? All of you are like powerhouses of acting. What were the takeaways for you?
I think the best part was that whenever I was performing with any actor, I did not see the actor, I only saw the character.
Mhm.
And thank God, touch wood, the same is being said about me by them. Where I did see Shefali, I just saw Ruksan. And that's one of the biggest win-wins for any project, where you stop seeing the actor and you start seeing the characters. And I think that's how honest everyone was to the character. Also, I mean, I love watching people. I just take in so much. It might not be consciously, but subconsciously, I'll be sitting and watching and I'll be like, wow. And it'll come back someday somewhere. Um, Surya, I mean, he is the heart of Jalsa. He is the soul of Jalsa. And from Surya, one is that he's a natural. You can't be trained to do what he does, really, in terms of he's a natural actor. But also, what a beautiful child. What a beautiful child. I mean, I think I've maximum taken away from him. Just how comfortable he is in this place, how unapologetic. There's so much humility, there's so much honesty, and he's just so real and so bright. Not a trace of bitterness in that boy, not a trace. I mean, it's amazing, and hats off to him and hats off to his parents and the other kids. Like, every time I saw Kashish, who plays my daughter, and she was most of the times prosthetics, it would kill me. Like, every time I saw her, and I was paranoid. Are you okay? Is she okay? Just do and she was like, I'm fine, ma'am. I'm really fine. But it just, I think it brought out the maternal instinct in me, and all these three children brought out the maternal instinct in me so much. But I think all over, I mean, when you're working with a cast like this, what more can you ask for? Yeah? Because you become richer, you become better.
Mhm. Mhm. Speaking of Surya, there were these light moments in the film between the two of you. Really humorous, really cute. So, apart from those on screen, were there similar scenes off screen as well between the two of you?
Surya and me really bonded. And we're still in touch. I just spoke to him day before. I adore and love Surya. I love Surya. And I think it shows on screen. The relationship we have shows on screen. It's not something you can put on to that level. And not with two people who are just so real. like, let's put it that way, you know. Neither of us are trained actors to put on and act like that. We both feel very strongly about each other, love each other. I mean, like, on New Year's, when the clock strikes 12, the first call I make, so normally I'm with my husband and my children and friends. The first call I make is to my family, my parents, to wish them. This time I made my first call to my parents, and my second call went to Surya, just to tell him that you made my year, my life so much richer. And I'm just so glad you've come into my life.
So how do you the two of you bond off screen? Like, after the film, have you just said that you just did a call, you spoke with them 2 days back. So what are the kind of conversations that you have with him?
Right
What are
now,
the
of
kind of
course,
changes that he's
right now, of
in general?
course, right now it's of course Jalsa. I mean, we're all on a wave of Jalsa, really, touch wood, and how. So we're obviously discussing that. But, when he went back after the shoot, and he was joining school, he was moving to a new school, and I wanted to find out about how he's doing and whether he made friends and all of it. Just want to know. Even over here, when we were shooting together, I mean, I'd get him food from home, or just hang with him, or just be with him. I can't tell you, I cannot begin to explain to you because it's really difficult to, and we may not have gotten a lot of time together, but it's a very thick bond. It's a very, very thick bond. And I can't even sit and analyze what all we spoke about. We talk about anything, everything.
Okay. So, moving forward, after having done Delhi Crime, then there was Human, and now there's Jalsa. So, what is next that we can expect from Shefali Shah?
Well, there is Darlings, which is another brilliant script, fantastic film. Then there is Dr. G, which is an ensemble cast, sensitive, funny. Then there is Three of Us, which is actually just like a haiku. It's so sensitive and it's so delicate. It's a film. And then there is Delhi Crime 2.
And what are we expecting? Because Delhi Crime was going to be my question. So, what are things we can expect from Delhi Crime 2? People have really been waiting for the sequel.
I know.
And,
You know what? I'd really like to say one thing, that DC2 is a separate entity. It has different creators. So let's not compare it with the first one. That's all I'm saying. We're going to be very proud of what we made. But it would be unfair if we compared an apple and an orange. Of course, the crux of it stays the same. The characters are the same. The drive, the passion, the thought process is the same. And they're still looking for truth. But they're different creators. They're different directors. They're different kind of stories. So, yes, I'm very excited, and I'm equally excited and looking forward to DC2. But it's just we see it as an individual rather than in comparison.
do you think, whenever there's a sequel coming up, this becomes a problem that people have too much expectations, and they probably, it does it add kind of a pressure on the entire team?
Of course it does. Of course it does. Because you obviously want to match up to the first one. And with something like Delhi Crime 2, the pressure was very high. It went ahead to win the Emmy. How do you top that? But we all know we are true to the script. We are true to the grain of Delhi Crime. Vartika and Bhupinder and Neeti and Jairaj and Subhash and all these characters still are the weave of that show. And their values and their thoughts are the same. Of course, varying depending on the case, etc. So, yes, we're true to the grain of that show. That's not going to change.
Shefali, there's one thing about you, given the kind of roles that you've done, especially the ones that have been there in the most recent times, people might think you as somebody who's a very serious person in real life. But how are you in real life? Like, how is Shefali Shah behind the camera?
Oh my God, I'm a goofball. I'm a
Okay.
total goofball. So I have this, everyone, and I've heard this from multiple sets and multiple directors and multiple ladies, multiple people, that when we heard you're doing it, it was like all the ADs get an instruction by the director. There's a meeting about you don't mess with her, just talk to her as much as she wants to. She only talk about her work, don't joke around, nothing. When she asks, answer, otherwise whatever. Half day down the shoot, everybody knows who I am because I have a lot of fun. I want to laugh and I want to make people laugh. I mean, I don't see how else to have fun on set, really, or in life for that matter of fact. And I choose to believe that I have a decent, wicked sense of humor, and I don't bite. There's this misconception of aa jayegi.
Does that bother you that people think, oh, you come out like so serious and, no? So it just takes like 15 minutes of you with them and it's all sorted. Then to
then there's a real need. But when I'm working. It does not mean I won't have fun. But it does not alter my focus or my seriousness to what I'm doing. I don't compromise on it. I don't.
Okay. Shefali, there's a lot of conversation happening around the Kashmir files right now. People are really appreciating it. Have you got a chance to watch the film yet?
I've been trying to get tickets for it for the last 3 days.
Okay.
And I'm not exaggerating. We started, I think, from Saturday. We've been trying to get tickets for the film.
All right. Thank you so much, Shefali. That was wonderful talking to you. If you could just say a few words for our viewers, why should they watch Jalsa? The things that they should expect out of Jalsa, that would be lovely for us.
Hi, everyone. And thank you for all the love and appreciation for Jalsa. For all of those who haven't watched it, trust me when I say this, it's raw, it's real, and it's relatable. And you won't be disappointed. Please do watch Jalsa on Amazon Prime.
Thank you, Shefali. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Divya.
If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.